Okay, so this is a video on how to upload resources. You just need to make sure, as usual, that you've logged in at the top here, otherwise you won't have any access to the teacher's side of the site. So I'm going to upload some videos for the Moodle, like the videos I make at the moment, but it will be the same way to upload anything. So you click on where you want to upload it, in our case, modern languages. Then I've got Moodle video, so I find the course that I want. You might want to go into Spanish, French or German, into whatever course you want to upload resources in. So I'm going to show how to do it through Moodle videos. Okay, so I have my course, so this doesn't matter what course you're in, it will be exactly the same. The first thing I need to do is turn on editing, which is at the top here, and then you'll see a completely different screen turn up. Okay, so in each case I've got where I can type in my courses. This little button here can move your course up and down. So if you wanted topic 1 to be where topic 2 is, you could drag it down if you wanted to. You could click and drag it and move it up if you wanted topic 2 to become topic 1. The bit at the top here, don't really need to worry about. There's nothing you need to put in there. You might want to put some information at the top about the course you're creating. So this one here, I'm going to upload my first video before I get that far. This little hand with a pen in it means that you can type some information. So I'm going to do a little summary of what this particular topic is about. So I'm going to put Moodle video on how to delete results for students in hot potatoes. Typing as good as ever. Right, when I've done that, I can save it. I can put other things in, so it works a little bit like Word. You can highlight it, you can bold, you can underline it, you can center it, right align, left align, change the font if you want. I don't tend to do any of that, but it's available. If you want a little line above it, if you just return a little bit, and then there's this little icon here, and you can create a little line. Now that's how I put labels for courses within a course, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. So that's my information about my course. I'm going to save my changes. Okay, so there's my information about this particular topic I'm going to upload resources in. So I'm going to go across here, and this is where we'd add anything that's a Word document, Excel, PowerPoint, videos, audios, anything like that. The only thing you wouldn't use this particular site for is if it was a hot potatoes activity, or if it was a wiki, or if it was a forum of some sort. So just mainly your documents would come here. Now you've got various options, but we're just going to do uploading resources on this video. So you go down to link to a file or website. Okay, so this page, you type in the name of the document or the resource that you're uploading. So I'm going to put video on how to delete results, stroke reset results. Now, sometimes I find that I've uploaded things beforehand and I'm not quite sure what I called them, so you can just click choose or upload. Now the first time you click it, so if I give you an example, I'm just going to delete this so I can give you an example of how it works. So say I can't remember the name of the file, I'll click on choose and upload. Now the first thing it will say, you must supply a value here. Don't worry about that. If you just click choose and upload again, then it will bring up another file where you can find your resources. But as I know the name of this one, I'm just going to close that down, and I'm going to repaste in the name of my video. So I've got my title, and that's what the students, or that's what in this case you would see. Here I click on choose or upload a file. You could put a link to a hyperlink, a link to a web page. So if you go to a website, for example, this one here, you go to the top. Let's make this a little bit. You go to the top of the web page, and you'd highlight the address, copy it, and then you can paste it into this box here. If you wanted to search for a particular page, so say you wanted to put Yahoo here, for example, and then search for a page, so let's just do that so you can see that how that works. Yahoo. So I want the students to have a link to Yahoo. So I click search for page. My internet's going slow. I find the Yahoo page. I already know the address, but you might want to put it into you might want to search for a particular address. So I go up here, I click on the web page, or I click on that box here, and if I press the key Control CTRL, keep my finger on it and press the C key, that'll copy the web page or the address. Then I can come out of here, I can highlight this section and delete it. Then if I press my finger on the Control key again and V, it will paste the web page in. Okay, so if you want to put web pages in, that's how you do that. Again, I don't want to do that. I want to do my Moodle video on how to reset results. Okay, so now I need to find my video. And you could write some more information here. I don't tend to do that, but you might want to put extra information for the students to see, like watch this video and make sure you make notes as you go along. You might want to put that in there possibly. And then I need to find my resource now, so I click choose or upload a file. Okay, and then I get this page here. Now if you've already uploaded your resource, it'll be in this list. There'll be a list of them here, but if you haven't, you click on upload file. Okay, and then you get this page here, and then I need to find my file wherever that is, so I'll click browse. So it might be that you've got it on your area at school, or it might be on your key drive. So mine is in my documents, so I'm going to click on my documents, and then David, and I'm scrolling down to find my video. Find it. Here's my video. But it could be anything that you've got, so you just find whatever it is that you're uploading, and that's where you get it from. And then you click open. Okay, and you can see that in here it says the link to wherever your resource is. So then I click upload file. Now this one, because it's a video, it's going to take a little while. I'm just going to pause this for a second. Right, so it's finally downloaded. So this is how it will come up. Once you've clicked upload file, it will come up and you'll have a list of all your files. Now sometimes when you have lots of lists and there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason for this, it will list them alphabetically, but it tends to have two lists of alphabeticized resources. So one thing I tend to do if I'm looking for the resource I've uploaded is I tend to look at the date that I've done it. So if I'm doing it just now, I look down the list and look for the 12th of October. I might even look at the time as well. So when you've got your resource, you click on choose. Then you can see that in my box here, my location, it's got my resource now that I want to upload to my course. Now down here you've got various options. Now you might want, every time that the student looks at this, you want them to download it immediately so they've got their own copy of it. So you could click on the same window and then force download. So it might be an article that you want them to download so they've always got a copy rather than having to go to Moodle all the time. Or you want to force them to have a copy of your video. That's what you could do. I'm not going to do that in this case, so I'm going to leave it in a new window, so it'll open a new window when the video comes up. And down here you could have it available for students or not, so you could hide it, so that the kids can't see it straight away, and you can unhide it whenever you need to. But I'm going to show it because obviously I want you people to have a little look at it. So when I've finished, I click save and return. I could click save and display, and then it would open my video so I can have a look at it. I don't want to in this case, so I'm going to click save and return to course. And there's my video. So when the students see it, they will have it in this mode here, or when you see it, you'll have it in this mode here, and then you just click on it and it'll open. Okay, turn on editing just for a second. Okay. So I might also want to insert a label. So I might want some extra information, or might within a test. For example, in one of my Spanish ones, I've got some information. I've got some activities for holidays, and then I've got lots of activities to practice weather. So I might want a little label afterwards to say, right, these are my activities for weather, which is what I have done in my GCSE section. So to insert a label, just click on obviously insert a label, and I tend to first thing I do is I put this line in, because it separates what you've been doing before with what you're now going to be doing. So I might put weather tests. Okay, so this line will separate it, and that's what will come up. Again, you have the choice of making it visible or not to the students, depending whether you've finished, and then you click save and return. And so you see now I've got a little subheading. If you want to indent it a little bit, this little arrow here will let you indent it. Well, it's not working on my computer, but it will do on your computer. And if you want to hide it because you haven't quite finished, you can do it from this screen as well by clicking on the eye. It'll grey it out for the students, okay, but it won't grey it out for staff, so staff could see it. Now I don't want to keep this because obviously I'm not doing weather tests. So if I don't want any of these resources again, or I've used one and it doesn't quite work, or for whatever reason, I'll just delete it on here. So you click the X, and it'll ask you whether you want to delete it, and you just say yes, and then it disappears. Okay, so that's how to add normal resources. Don't think there's anything else on here you'd need to use. No. Okay, so if you have a look at the other video on how to upload hot potatoes activities, then that'll help you with that activity.